How to ignore a guy that ignores you. If you are looking to ignore a guy that ignores you so he knows what he's missing, you are going about this all wrong. If a guy ignores you, ignoring him back is playing hard to get. As effective as that might be, it is still a game. And eventually you'll want to admit you like him and the ignoring will start all over again. Ignoring a guy who ignores you is not a move to prove who cares less. It is, however, a move that reminds you how much better you deserve. It is a move that gives you power over your love life. Ignoring him is about letting go of the jerks that think it is cool to ignore you in the first place, not trying to get a jerk to like you. Now onto the how. How do you ignore a guy that ignores you? Well, it takes quite a bit of self-control, but trust me, it can be done. All you have to do is believe you deserve a guy that doesn't ignore you and take these steps. You will be well on your way to knowing how to ignore a guy that ignores you. When you are busy, you aren't thinking about who is or isn't ignoring you. It isn't about seeming like you don't care, but actually not caring. Clearly, he isn't bothered by the fact that he is ignoring you, so don't let it bother you either. Work on your passions, read a book, cook a new recipe, run errands, do laundry, or what have you. The more you do, the less you'll think about him and reaching out. If you are all caught up on your to-do list, reach out to a friend. Vent about guys that ignore you or talk about anything else. Talking to someone will take your mind off of him as well. This isn't technically ignoring him, but it can end the vicious cycle of ignoring each other until the end of time. Tell him how you feel. Whether he is ignoring you after dating for weeks or chatting online for a few days, tell him you won't put up with being ignored. Yes, that can come across as stuck up, but you deserve better and you won't get it unless you ask for it. Maybe he really is busy, but if he was ignoring you, at least now he'll know that women deserve better. I know it can be difficult in this day and age to step away from your phone. I mean, you probably go through withdrawals if you forget to take it into the bathroom with you. But ditching your phone for a while is not only healthy for the rest of your mind but guarantees you'll ignore him right back. No phone means no texting or calling. Leave your phone upstairs on silent while you're having dinner, reading, or watching TV. I don't usually recommend a rebound, but if this guy is ignoring you, find a guy that won't. And once you do, it will be easier than ever to ignore the first guy. You can go strong ignoring a guy that ignores you for hours, but then his face pops up on Snapchat or Instagram and bam, you are thinking of him again. Well, you don't have to block him from your mind, but you can mute him. This way he won't know you aren't seeing his posts, but he won't pop up in your feed out of the blue to mess up your confidence boost. The same goes for texting. Guys who ignore you often reach out randomly when it is convenient for them, only to once again ignore you after the conversation starts getting good. So, to help yourself avoid answering right away, turn off notifications for your conversation. This way if he texts you, you'll see it next time you reach for your phone, but won't be notified right away. This way you're ignoring him without even realizing it. When a guy ignores me, I get so frustrated. Is he busy or is he actually ignoring me? And if so, why? All I want to do is vent to a friend or give him a piece of my mind. But, unfortunately, that is what puts you in the crazy girl zone. So instead, release your confusion and frustration in a healthy manner. Go for a run, paint, draw, write, sing. Do whatever it is that lets you release your feelings in a calm way. Once again, try not to overreact. You are totally entitled to be annoyed and your feelings are completely valid, but freaking out will only make you even more worked up. You'll think about him more, and it will be even harder to ignore him. When you get overly upset, you might start to check all his social media to see if he is active but still ignoring you. That is not healthy for your self-esteem, so try to calm down. Him ignoring you is his loss, not yours. If all else fails, delete your conversation and delete his number. Willpower tends to go out the window in situations like this, so if you can't help yourself, force yourself to ignore him. Instead of focusing on him and what he is doing, or rather, not doing, focus on you. Relax, have a spa night, treat yourself to some chocolate. You deserve some self-love. Go out with the girls and have a great time. Hanging out with your closest friends will not only keep you busy and perk up your spirits, but who knows what can happen on a fun night out. You may even meet a guy who would never ignore you. Or just keep it a girls' night. I know it feels like you are missing out on a great conversation with a great guy. Remember, he is the one ignoring you. You did nothing wrong. He is the one missing out on your charm, sense of humor, and amazing conversation skills. Send him one final message. And do not write, "Hey," for the 5th time. Say something like, "I've had a fun time talking with you, but clearly you're very busy, so I'm going to move on. Good luck with everything." Sending a message like that makes it clear that he wasn't giving you the attention you deserve. Trust me, hitting send on that message feels so good.